Progress on a vaccine. One in particular is starting the next phase of testing, and the government has big plans for another one. Janelle Bluda connects the dots.
There have been a lot of promising headlines recently about coronavirus vaccines. But what's next and how soon could they be available? Let's connect the dots. Drug companies and governments around the world are working frantically right now on a vaccine for coronavirus. There are a couple already showing promise, including one being developed by the University of Oxford and AstraZeneca, and another from Pfizer and a German biotech company. The initial results of the AstraZeneca trial have been published in a medical journal. Pfizer's results have not. Wider trials are needed to ensure these vaccines are safe and effective, but everyone is working at an aggressive pace. If all goes right, researchers believe the AstraZeneca vaccine could be widely available by early 2021. Pfizer says if its clinical trials go well, it could start manufacturing doses by the end of the year. And the U.S. government is hoping it does. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Defense just signed a deal with Pfizer for 100 million doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. The government would be in charge of distributing the vaccine. A press release says those doses would be given to Americans at no cost. Connecting the dots, I'm Janelle Bluda for H-Town Rush.
And Janelle, another vaccine from Moderna will be tested right here in Houston. So in total, there are now more than 20 vaccines in the works. Your time is